Hello, friends. I'm Leah Fireheart. This is the Fire Kitchen. This is not what we are accustomed to on Fridays, but we will get to that in a minute. Um, hi, hello, hi, friends, hi. Um, right. I'm joined here by my husband and moderator Grognard Gourmand, who's at the gym, but will be here soon. Chester, our Puggle, who's been making an absolute nuisance of himself today. I know most of you won't believe that, but he is occasionally a complete nuisance, and today he has been a nuisance. So grant me strength to deal with my dog. Um right. So I didn't stream yesterday. I thought I would and then I didn't, and that's just how things are right now. Um Not to go into too much detail, but like I feel like if I just want to have a day where I lay on the sofa and nap and cry, then that's just how things are, and and today I didn't feel that way, and so I'm here. um so yeah, so we're still struggling a little bit, but you know, it's that time of year. It is what it is. It's winter, and I don't like winter, and that's not the only problem, but I'm sure that's one of them. Um, so, but you know, Christmas is soon, and we celebrate Christmas, and we got some cool stuff planned, and so I'm excited. And I wrapped all the presents today, and so you know, we're still doing the things, including this thing, and I'm making a cherry pie for a thing, and so that's what we're doing today. I had to do it, and so I figured I'd stream it. Because why not, right? Let me hold on. Let me scroll up and say hi to people because I see some people that I was not necessarily expecting to see today. Okay, so hello to Brigitte and Jane. Jane, congratulations on arriving first. You have done it again. Des, hello. Hi. Some random geek. Hi, hello. Alice, hi, hello. Andy, well, hello, folks. Welcome to Leah's stream. Today, Leah is making yummy cherry pie. Join us for festive fun, frolics, and Feliz Navidad. Grog may or may not appear as well, depending on if a certain button is pressed. No, not the exterminate button. Enjoy the show, folks. I'm copying that because that amuses me. Um, so, yeah. um, Let me just put that in my Google Keep so that I can read that when I need a little giggle. 'Cause, you know, sometimes you need a little giggle. All right, thank you for that, Auntie. Also, hi, how are you? Okay, let's see. Let's keep scrolling up because I know I've missed things. Okay. Okay, some random geek says I would like to greet everyone with a dark joke. Here it is. My dad unfortunately passed away when we couldn't remember his blood type. His last words to us were, "Be positive." Okay, I actually like that. Hi. Does the snap and cry days are good for the soul sometimes? Yes, it's true. How to cheer a Spanish person alone Navidad on a You guys are so terrible today. Winter can take a flying leap. Winter can indeed take a flying leap, for sure. Gareki, hi. Hooray for sofa cry naps. Hooray for not needing one today. Yes, precisely. That is where we are at. Also, Steph, hi. How are you, Steph? Hi, it's really good to see you. Lassie, hi. It's good to see you as well. Look, there's so many cool people here. Aren't we lucky? Um, right. Some random geek says there are times I should have a cry nap. Well, if you need someone's permission for that, then you can have mine, but I don't think it means very much. No, you know whose permission I can probably give you. So one of my moderators, Dr. Andy 23, is not an actual medical doctor and likes to remind us of this on multiple opportunities. Every opportunity he has, he reminds us that he's not an actual medical doctor, but he can in fact write doctor's notes. So if you need a doctor's note for a nap and cry day, let me know and I'll pass along the message to Dr. Andy 23 and see if Dr. Andy 23 will write you a doctor's note for that. That's what we're going with. Andy says, so have you clicked my intro? Usually I do intros for Hippie and Dana, but since it's Christmas, I thought I'd do it for you. It was very good. I understand why you do it, and I understand why they like it. At least I assume they like it, or they wouldn't encourage you to do it. But that was very good. That was very funny. I liked it. Um, Gareki says I had one yesterday and it helps. That's fantastic. I'm really glad. Okay, so some random geek says I think my body and mind needs that note. That's okay to have a cry nap, but duly noted. Okay, well then we will do that. I will 100% pass along that information, and we will get you that note, because that's good. Sometimes I feel like I need a note too. I didn't need one yesterday, but I didn't, sometimes just like that. Oh, okay. So Lassie says I'm also not a doctor, but I can prescribe you laps. I help. I need an adult. Is this like a Santa lap? Like, do you prescribe like sitting on someone's lap? Also, this microphone is absolutely gonna drive me up a wall today. I don't know what the hell happened, but it got like bent in a weird way, and I don't know how, because I didn't do anything with it. It just sits on the coffee table and nothing sits on top of it or near it, and it just got like twisted somehow, and now it wants to like point straight up at my forehead instead of pointing at my mouth, which is kind of a problem because you won't be able to hear me. Brigitte wants us to drop down and give you 20. I am wearing heels and a dress. I think if I drop down and give you 20, besides, aren't laps supposed to be done on your feet? I mean, we could do this. We could do push-ups. We could do push-ups at the bar, like we do in bar. Look, 1, 2, 3. This is going to take forever. 4, 5. Is 5 enough? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do it. 11, 12, 13, 14, trying not to flash Twitter. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There, I did 20 bar push-ups. I did bar push-ups in bar today. That was what our ab thing was supposed to be. I don't know. It was something new, and I don't know that I really liked it, but whatever, it was fine. So that's all the push-ups I intend to do today. Thank you very much. No, running laps. Oh, running laps. Okay, got it. I mean, I think that could also be useful. Twitter, you mean Twitch? Yeah, I mean Twitch. My brain is barely functional at this stage, so yeah, exactly. I should have known. Oh well. Is Chester worn out? No, Chester is, I don't know what's wrong with Chester. Chester, he's here. Can you come stand over there? Look over there, right there. Go that way. He won't. So hopefully you can see that he's literally sitting there right there. You can see like a head or the part of an ear, maybe. Yeah, no, Chester had a little bit of a digestive malfunction this morning, and so we did that. So we did digestive malfunction. It was a very minor one. But then he decided to spend some time licking the floor over here, and I'm like, dude, digestive malfunctioning dogs should not be licking the floor. And so now I feel like I need to like vacuum and clean the carpets and stuff, because I don't know what he thinks is there, but it's all in his little doggy head because there's nothing on the carpet. Anyway, Brigitte is looking hella sus in the shadows there. Yes, he is. Chester is hella sus. Lassie says I can also send you to JV, but I don't think that helps. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, maybe. For what purposes do we send people to JV? I'm also not doing laps. I'm not going to be doing any laps today. I can't do laps in heels. I'm not Ariana Grande or I don't know, whatever. There's like a viral video making its way around of like people falling in heels and then all your Ariana Grande or Taylor Swift or somebody like running around the stage in these like 8-inch platforms, just like literally full on sprinting across the stage. Anyway. No, junior varsity. Wait, do you not have the concept of varsity and junior varsity sports in your land, Brigitte? In any of your respective lands where you have attended school? Chester's planning a donut heist. Chester is 100% planning a donut heist. Look at him. Look at him. Hella sus. Lurking in the shadows. Brigitte says we have diversity in sports. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Does Chester bark? Chester does bark. Mostly he does barks in his sleep. He goes whoop 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 whoop. He does that. Mostly he does that in his sleep. But also every once in a while, like we might be able to get him to do it if we're sneaky. We could maybe get him to do it if we're sneaky because sometimes he's stupid. He's decided not to be stupid today. He gets like, if there's a knock at the door that he's not expecting, then he might. Well, actually, you know what? I can hold on. Grog's not here. Hold on a second. We'll try. I'll try to get him to bark. Arcadia, hello. How are you? Shark Shark. Yes, Shark Shark, Leah, Bork Bork, Chester. Exactly. Precisely. And and where that come from? I'm confused. Lassie, I'm confused. You're gonna have to help me with that one. Yeah, I'm confused. Okay, so Steph says I will trade you a barking Bjorn for a silent Chester and throw in a needy Sylvie for free. I think your dogs are beautiful, but they are too big for me. Chester takes up enough space in our bed, thank you. Steph has beautiful Weimaraners. There's the doggy in a hat. Yes, there we go. Beautiful Weimaraners, the most beautiful dogs I've ever seen in my life. But they are large. Oh, okay. Lassie says I mostly send people to JV because they decide they're done giving me 100% and too late, too often with no good reason. Those are excellent reasons for sending people to JV. Lassie, I think I would have loved having you as a coach. I hope that is a good compliment because it's intended as a good compliment. Junior varsity. Okay. Jeez, we're gonna actually have to explain the concept of American high school sports now. Okay, so in American high school sports, typically there is a varsity team which competes against other schools at the highest level and goes to tournaments and that kind of thing, right? Then below varsity sports, there is a junior varsity, largely, typically, but not always, made up of underclassmen. So in the varsity is going to be like your juniors and seniors. Typically, junior varsity might be freshmen and sophomores, or juniors or seniors, maybe, if they still want to play, but they're not good enough for the varsity team. This is typically exclusively a skill-based thing. Then, at least at my school and at some other schools, there are freshman sports. So this is the first year of high school, beginning sports, but they're not really beginning sports. This is like the people who aren't, and typically it's at a larger school where there are a lot of people who want to play a sport, but who aren't necessarily good enough to be on the varsity team. Maybe not quite good enough to be on the junior varsity team, but because there's a lot of them, they can be on the freshman team. And so there might be like 20 people on a freshman team, and that would get whittled down as they got older and aged into higher level play. I made freshman. I made varsity as a freshman in softball, which is the only sport that I played in high school. And I was the only freshman on the team. We did not have a freshman softball team. There was only a junior varsity softball, and then there was varsity softball. And so I was on the varsity softball team. Would have been for 4 years, except I got mono my senior year and didn't play. Does that explain it? All right, so Arcadia says they're so gorgeous. Steph's dogs are really gorgeous. In fact, if we could get a shout out for Steph, that would be amazing. Steph is a terrific streamer, plays a lot of Mass Effect and thank you for the follow. Plays a lot of Mass Effect and Dragon Age, has a lovely, inclusive community, diverse, inclusive community that I love spending time there in her streams, and also has beautiful dogs that occasionally appear on stream. So yeah, drop Steph a follow there if you have not yet followed Steph. Let's see. Gorecki says, ew, Brigitte, don't make Leah talk about sports. She's done nothing to deserve that. Underclassmen, are we talking below working class? No! Can you hear him barking? He does that. He barks. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I'm actually have to tell Grok you can stop knocking on the door. Thank you for demonstrating the Chester Borks. Yeah, so he barks when there's unexpected knocks at the door. Let's see. Okay, Gorecki says the classes are Freshman, Fresh Prince, and Pine Fresh. Yeah, precisely. Thank you, Gorecki. Exactly. No, so juniors and seniors are upperclassmen. Freshmen and sophomores are underclassmen. This is just... I think you're deliberately misunderstanding, and I'm annoyed with you right now. Yes, such a good doggo looking after his home. Yes. Okay, so Lassie says Annika Variety is a freshman. Those were the days when everyone thought Annika was just on the team because she was my daughter. Ha ha. Her being 6'11" didn't clue them in. No, I'm kidding. I don't think she's actually that tall. But like, come on, really? Yes, they go to class. They all go to class. All of them go to class. All of them. Every single level of student goes to class. This is like a new level of torment. I think it's because Brigitte's off work for like 3 weeks. So Brigitte took time off of work for like the holiday because she had a whole crap ton of vacation time and like just didn't take it this past year. And so Brigitte has vowed to be a pain in the ass for 3 weeks. This came up yesterday in Dez's stream. So we're our friend Des Dabbles. Brigitte mentioned yesterday in Dez's stream that she intended to be, and I was like, what are you going to do for your vacation? She was like, I intend to be a pain in the ass. And I'm like, oh, are you going to, I assume we're talking about my ass. And Brigitte was like, no, I'm not talking about your ass. And I'm like, I don't believe you. And this is why. Lassie says she's only 6'2" then, and now she's 6'9". Yes. You can't blame the USA school system on my holiday leave. You were 100% talking about my ass, as evidenced by this. Anyway, you guys, here's the plan. Here's the plan. I have a cherry pie to bake. It is not cherry season in any way, shape, or form. Cherry season is like June. It's like literally the polar opposite. Like the literal polar opposite. The poles, the north and south poles of cherry season right now. Cherry season's like June, okay? But the good thing is that they make canned cherry pie filling for just this situation. So I have here 2 cans of cherry pie filling. Grog found one that has 30% more fruit than regular cherry fruit filling, no gluten, and no high fructose corn syrup that's non-GMO. It looks like pretty good shit. So I don't actually feel bad about using a canned product because, yeah, that seems like pretty good stuff to me. So, I just realized how dirty my countertops are, and I don't really know how that happened because I haven't really done anything in here. Besides like unload groceries about 6 times. I swear to God, you guys, I've been to the grocery store like every single day this week. That's the holidays, I guess, though, right? Okay. So, yeah. So, but first we have to make the pastry. So we're going to make pie crust. And then depending on how all of this goes, because I think the pie crust actually has to chill for a little bit. And so maybe while the pie crust chills, I know Grog has a mocktail for us today. Like a seasonal mocktail, from what I understand. And I also have this. I have a bus. Do you see my bus? I bought a bus. A very small red Lego bus. And so I thought maybe I might put together my Lego bus. So I don't know if you guys want to do that, but I might do that. Night Captain Andrew. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. 30% more fruit. Well, coffee beans may be called beans, but they're really the dried seeds of berries. So I count my coffee as a serving of fruit, so I think I'm good. 100%. That's unassailable logic. You can't even assail it with a sword. Kareki wants to know if it's legal in the US to take the corn syrup out. I don't know. This is probably illicit black market cherry pie filling. I don't know where Grog got it. I don't ask questions. Lassie says, fun fact, Annika was not that great at basketball until sophomore year. Really? Interesting. Steph says, did you hear Legos? I'm so here for that. Okay, cool. Good. I'm glad you're here for that. I have done Legos before one time on stream. We'll do it again. I have developed kind of a thing for Legos, which I would not have expected that exactly. But we've been playing Lego Fortnite, and that's been fun. And I haven't done this yet, but I have to order. There's apparently there's instructions online, and I have them for building a Lego Fortnite llama. And I want to build it, but I have to go online and order the parts like piece by piece, and I haven't had the energy to go and type all the little numbers into the form to find the things that I need and order them. And apparently it's going to cost me like $6, which is like nothing. But I have to do it, and I have to do it by each individual little part number, and there's like 40 of them, and so that part is just going to be time consuming and annoying, and so I just haven't done it yet. But when I went to the Lego store in pursuit of this project, they did have a bus, and so I'm going to make the bus. Yes, black market cherry pie. Wait, shit. I guess that counts. Okay, so Lassie says not sure what changed during her freshman year, but that off season between freshman year and sophomore year, she got a lot better. I mean, I feel like, I feel like this is definitely a thing, but like your development as a teenager, as a teenager into like from a child into an adult human, like with growth spurts and hormone changes and all kinds of things that change in between childhood and adulthood, like they throw you off, right? Like it isn't just like gymnasts and stuff. Like it isn't just like the center of gravity of their changing bodies. It's like actual like muscular composition changes and stuff between being an adult and being a child. It's like a whole thing, right? So I mean, I'm not that surprised to hear that at that age, at the like 12 to 13 to 14-year-old age, you would get like a spurt in like hand-eye coordination and brain reasoning abilities. Brain reasoning, that's definitely what they call that. Um Lassie says, and then it was and it was more than she was height, yeah. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, Captain Anders says Legos costing only $66. What reality are you in, and how do I get there? It's building a set out of your own pieces, apparently. I don't know. I'm just basing this on what my brand new friend, the Lego store employee / Twitch streamer said. And he said that it wouldn't be an expensive project. He said you just have to go online to one of these like sites and order like Brickworks or something. Order each of the individual pieces, which cost like pennies a piece, apparently. But I mean, I guess if you fill up like a little container of like loose Legos at the Lego store, it costs like $12 or something. And this is not very many pieces. So if it would be like half of that, like that's not like, but they only sell them based on the like container size, right? So it would cost you $12 whether you filled it up or not. But like, yeah. So apparently, and this one, well, for example, like this one that I bought, this one was only $12. That one was 12-ish. Plus tax, whatever that was. Okay, right. So, let's put together pie dough first, so that I can, okay, so it has to chill for an hour. So we're definitely going to have time to make Legos. So let's go ahead and do this. I also, I went to the thrift store and I found a vintage pie plate. Because, buying new things like that annoys me, and I don't intend to get this back. So, okay. Right. So here's the food processor. The food processor is happy. Let's get a bowl, because I'm sure we're going to need that for stuff. Probably. Process the flour, sugar, and salt in food processor until combined. Scatter the shortening. Do I have shortening? Let's find out. Do I have enough shortening is the question. Because I'm pretty sure I do have shortening. The question is it enough shortening? It is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tablespoons. And we need 8. Let's check here if we have any more. Which we might. I'm not sure. Aha. Yes, in fact, I do. It's just annoying. It's in a tub instead of in a... Yeah, it's in a tub instead of in a stick. So it'll be fine. We'll make that work. You love this mixing bowl. It's Pyrex. You can't see the pattern on it. I don't think. Wait, can you see the pattern on it? Yeah, it's got like sunflowers on it. It's from my Frankenstack of Pyrex bowls that I abuse terribly and yet still somehow never break. All right, so 2.5 cups. Actually, let me just chuck all of this in the fridge because it's supposed to be cold. So let's get some flour. And if I'm going to be messing with flour, I think, do I have a... I do, yeah. I have this. Aha! Okay, so Lassie says, even on Amazon, you can buy like 1,500 pieces of building bricks for like $32. Yeah, see? So these ones, I just need like really specific ones, and you can apparently order them like piece by piece. Apparently. It's the big Lego sets that are expensive. Yes. And some of them are very expensive. I was looking online at the Lego store's stuff, and I found one that's a Lego Natural History Museum. And it's got like skeleton dinosaurs inside and like cherry blossoms out front. And it's like this really big building, and I thought it looked really cool. And I was like, I wonder what that costs. Like $400. I was like, okay, so I'm kind of intrigued by the concept of Legos, but I'm not that intrigued. I'm not $400 intrigued. Also, I'm not the amount of time that it would take to put that together intrigued. I was teasing my friend Paul, Paul STL, during stream on Tuesday because he has been engaged in the production of a Lego Millennium Falcon for I think he said 8 months. I think so far it's 8 months. I wasn't really teasing him. I mean, it's a huge thing and he does a little bit at a time, and that's like how you would do that, right? Like that's a good logical thing. But yeah, it's taking a while. Also, my earbud just fell out. Thank you for that shout out for Paul. Paul does Legos on Sunday mornings. Does coffee and Legos on Sunday mornings. And the rest of the time he plays games. A lot of like management sims and survival games and that kind of thing. But he's a lovely guy, and I like hanging out in his space quite a bit. Particularly on Sundays when it's all chill vibes and coffee and Legos. All right, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Do I have sugar in the sugar bowl? No. Here. 2 tablespoons of sugar. To get out my 10-pound box of sugar for 2 tablespoons. It's fine. I'm not angry about that at all. Lassie says you just want the bricks. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's true. And like, I don't know. I kind of like, though. I mean, I have to say, so when I was a kid, it was just, I'm probably dating myself here. It was just kind of largely, like the loose bricks that were available. When my brother was getting to the age of like Lego building, like small Legos, not like the big Duplo bricks, small Legos, they had started to introduce some like sets. I remember like Robin Hood and Pirates or something. The thing is, initially, they didn't come with instructions. Nobody believes me when I tell them this, but they didn't. They didn't come with instructions. And so you had to kind of like look at the box and like see if you can figure out how to put the thing together based on the pieces that were in the box in order to, because they were like intending to be like, this is an idea for a thing you can build with this set. And you're like, no, I just want to build that. Eventually Lego got smart and actually included instructions in the box with the pictures of the pretty pictures so you could make the thing that's on the box. But they didn't do that when my brother was a kid. I remember one series of fairly frustrating experiences trying to put together that Robin Hood's treehouse. That was a pain. But my recollection is that we did it. It was just that mostly I did it when it was his present. But it was just like that, just that little bit of age difference enough that it was like a thing that was like possible for me that just wasn't really possible for him yet. And in the end, he got to play with his Lego Robin Hood set, and that was good. After it had been put together. Okay, let's see. So that is flour, sugar, and salt. And we're going to process that in the food processor. All right. And then 8 tablespoons of vegetable shortening, 12 tablespoons, 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. Okay. So 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. And we're going to cut these into little small pieces. First, let's cut this in half. Have I ever made pie crust on stream before? I don't remember. I guess I must have at Thanksgiving last year. Because I did make pie at Thanksgiving last year. It didn't work out. because I was trying to do a chocolate cream pie with no dairy. It's one of the few things that I've made on stream that like really didn't work at all. But I think I did make pie crust for that. Oh no, that might. Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, that might have had a graham cracker crust. So I might not have ever made pie crust on stream. Well, I made pot pies. I probably, you know what? I probably did. I probably made pie crust for pot pies. But that was, I mean, God, that was like in my first month of streaming ever. Because that's where the stab comes from. That's that stream. That's the Ides of March stream, which was like 2 weeks into my streaming career. Ever. And now, I can't believe it, like in March, in like 2 months, right? 3 months or whatever, 2 months, it'll be a whole 2 years. How is that even possible? How is it possible that I've been streaming for 2 years? Almost 2 years. I mean, really 1 year and 9 months now, but pretty soon, 2 years. Wild. Seems impossible. All right, so I decided this was like 5 tablespoons. So we need to do like 3 tablespoons of shortening. This is pretty soft, so I'm not actually that worried about. The trick is just getting it out, which is why I like the sticks of shortening and not the tubs of shortening. And I don't know why I bought this, but I'm glad I have it because obviously I needed more shortening than I had. Gross. Okay, Brigitte says rediscovering the stuff you did enjoyed as a child when you're an adult sounds like fun. I mean, I guess so, yeah. I guess so. And I guess I do appreciate the fact that, like, they do come with instructions now. And all you have to do is follow the instructions. That's pretty great. Lassie says, Leah is over 60 years old. Confirmed. Looks good for her age. Thank you. I appreciate that. I may be, in fact, older than I look. Okay. Well, that's close enough. Oh, Greggy says my brother would get Lego sets at the toy shop, and Mom would tell him not to open the packets in the car on the way home so he didn't lose the pieces. He taught himself how to build as much as he could while the bricks were still sealed in the bag. Clever. Clever brother. Also, your poor mother. She's just trying to help. And to prevent meltdowns later. Okay. This is disgusting. Let me wash my hands. Okay. Okay, so Night Captain Air says, why do Lego people hate going to the hospital? Because plastic surgery is so expensive. I don't have a dad joke counter, but if I did, that would count. Brigitte says, I was expecting you to say he opened the packets in the car regardless. I mean, that would be more likely. Yes, Leah is a timeless, scary tentacle monster. I am rar.
Would you care for some tea?
Trombone Dalek, hi, it's really good to see you. Lurking. All right, lurk away. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. Lassie says, but Lego sets started adding instructions 59 years ago, so you're probably 70 at least. Hey, maybe to some of them, but definitely not all of them. She's super impressed by it and no pieces got lost, so everyone was happy. Excellent. Um, Dr. Andy Shark. Hi there. How are you? What is this? This? You have dancing sharks now. That's new. I never noticed the dancing sharks. I've been lurking in a lot of streams. I just haven't been like very chatty lately. So I haven't really been looking at people's emotes that much. But that's really cute. That's very new and adorable. All right. So we are going to pulse together this 10 pulses. That seems like usually not. So we're pulsing the butter and sugar and shortening and salt together here. And then I'm gonna do ice water. So ice water, 6 to 8 tablespoons of ice water. Okay, so actually, let me grab this. Left shark, as opposed to right shark. Left shark. There's clearly a joke in here somewhere, and I'm not picking up on it. But what's new? Trombone Dalek says, before I go into lurk mode completely, I have my glasses and the oven is off after I just made chocolate chip cookies. Excellent. Glasses are not in the oven. Oven is off, and you have cookies. Amazing. Glad to hear it. I need to get some ice out of the freezer. Sean, hi. How are you, bud? I haven't seen you in a while. How are things going? Glad to see your little Twitch face. Did Brigitte just call me a mind flayer? No. More like Cthulhu. Scary tentacle monster from the deep. Like maybe like deep space, or a kraken. Maybe more like a kraken, because I'm really thinking like deep ocean more than deep space. I mean, can't you tell that actually I'm a kraken? I need another tablespoon. All right. So some random geek says left shark, that meme from that halftime show. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, but I'm going to take your word for it. Alice says left shark is a Super Bowl halftime thing from a while back. I see. Katy Perry's Super Bowl halftime show. I believe you. And that's a very funny joke for people who understand it. Sean says, I'm good. Hope you and everyone's doing good too. Yes, we are good. We are good today. Grace, neighbor Cthulhu. Mind flayers have tentacles. Yes, mind flayers have tentacles, but I'm not a mind flayer. I'm a kraken. Some random geek says I remember that Super Bowl halftime show because my Seahawks were playing that Super Bowl. Aha! I am not a football. I am more occasionally a baseball. At least I understand how baseball works. Football, I have only the most rudimentary understanding of how it functions in the world. I know the rules of basketball, but I would not say that my understanding of it is sophisticated. Same with like volleyball or hockey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say when it comes to major American sports, like major American professional sports, my understanding of football is probably the least sophisticated. Okay. And then we are going to, in a bowl, finish this. I'm not going to do this in the food processor because it will overwork the dough, and we don't want that. But I did want to kind of start to bring it together in the food processor because it makes my job easier. Lassie says, is that the one that they won or the one that they lost? Some random geek says basketball is just folks playing with big balls and short shorts. They're not that short anymore, though. Like, if you watch professional basketball, their shorts are not short. Their shorts are, like, practically pants. But baseball, I have a fairly nuanced understanding of baseball. I can discuss baseball, maybe not at the level of, like, a professional sport, but if you want to talk about strategy of baseball, not like players, because I don't know that, but I do know the game. Here. This. Sean says I'm the same way, but I mostly watch basketball instead of baseball. I played baseball a lot and used to watch it a lot, but basketball has my heart always. Do you watch a professional team particularly, Sean? I think I might know which team. But I know where your brother lives, not where you live necessarily. This needs, I'm pretty sure this needs more liquid. Yeah, that's not going to work. This needs more liquid. But we still have some, so it's okay. Lassie says baseball is boring. I don't agree. I think watching baseball on television is boring because it basically seems to think that the pitcher, catcher, and batter are the only important players in the game, and that's not true. Like the joy of baseball for me is kind of watching things like watching the outfielders react to a pitch, for example, because like that's something that you're not going to be able to see on camera. But like when you actually see it happen, when somebody's really good at their job, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. You are correct that it is not as fast-paced as some other sports, but I don't understand how people can say that baseball is boring and football is exciting, because like football is paced for television. And like all of it just kind of occurs in the little line in the middle of the screen. So like you can see all of it happen. Baseball is just not designed for television, in my opinion. You have to watch it live. Okay. Some random geek says if it was against the Denver Broncos, it's the one the Seahawks won. If that was the next year against the Patriots, that's the one they lost. I think it's the one they lost. Some random geek says that boring baseball is a boring sport, and I love baseball as I used to play it. I don't think baseball's boring. I very much enjoy watching baseball. But I don't really do it anymore. You know, have I told, I don't know if I've told this story on stream before, but I'm happy to. When I was a sophomore in high school, my parents and I did a train trip across the United States. Okay. Divide each dough into 2 even pieces and flatten them into a disc and wrap them up. Okay. So, we took a train trip and we went from Sacramento to Chicago, and we stopped and we watched minor league ball games, across the Midwest, basically. And that was really neat. And then we got to Chicago and Wrigley Field, and we went to see the Cubs play the Giants. But this was 1990. I think it was 1994. which will tell you exactly how old I am if you're good at math. And there was a Major League Baseball strike. And one of my this is like partly a baseball memory, partly a family memory, partly a labor organizing memory. That the concession people and the ushers and those kinds of people were all like, because it was we saw the last game at Wrigley Field before the strike that year, and then of course there was, there were no more games that season. It was like August, I think. And there just weren't any more games because they just had a strike for the rest of the season because the big ball players and the big owners couldn't come to an agreement. And all those little people that sell hot dogs and man the souvenir stands and sell peanuts walking through the stands were all saying goodbye to each other. And they were all so sad. I mean, first of all, like, that's their income, right? And they don't get to sell peanuts to fans who aren't there if they're not playing. But also, like, they were sad because they only see each other during baseball season. And so, like, those are, like, real important human relationships that were materially damaged by the fact that these fucking billionaires couldn't come to an agreement. I'm all for labor organizing. I'm all for striking. It's an extremely important tool for workers to have available in their arsenal. I just wish it hadn't happened that way. And it gave me a little bit of disillusionment about the concept of professional sports. That's my point. Oh my God. Okay, so Sean says, yeah, me and him grew up as jazz fans. Me and a couple other, you'll live only a few hours away from each other. Okay. Brigitte says baseball is the one that's rounders, but in matching fancy dress costumes. I don't know what that means. Lassie says because they throw the ball on the 1 yard line, which they arguably had the best running back in the NFL at the time. Lassie says best way to watch baseball is fall asleep in the third and wake up in the eighth. Sean says minor league baseball games are so fun. We got the bees over here. The bees. I've never been there. We watched the team that plays in Nebraska. That was fun. Some random geek says, who would have expected them to throw the ball when they had the best running back in the game? Everyone would prepare for the rush, but it didn't work out. And so Gorecki says, yes, and they make sour apple bubble gum worms with flour on them. They're shaped like worms because it's called Wriggling Field, and that's where they get it from. Oh my God. Lassie says, I'll admit watching baseball in real life is bearable. There you go. See? Lassie says they were too smart for their own good. Yeah. Some random geek says labor rights. Yes. I'm an anarcho-syndicalist myself, but yeah, baseball players and owners are a lot of multimillionaires and billionaires. Yes. And not all of them. Like, this is the thing that was going to protect the minor league players too. And not all of those people make a lot of money, and I get it, but so many more regular people were impacted by that. Like, regular people that make way less money than even a minor league baseball player doing physically hard labor, running around up and down stands, bringing people their drinks and peanuts and stuff, for a living that, fed themselves and their families. We're not going to get a chance to work as a result of that. And I don't know. It just, yeah, professional sports, slightly disillusioned. Don't really watch it anymore. Sean also talking about the Storm Chasers. Yes, and the thing that I liked about it is that every time somebody hit a home run at the minor league ballpark in Nebraska, was that sparklers that go off in the outfield every time somebody hit a home run, which is very cool. Some random geeks says a lot of the not big players are not many millionaires. They can injure themselves and can't work. Yeah, see, exactly. And that's why they needed to strike, and I get it. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Just never went back to it. All right. Okay. You guys let me do that whole thing without showing you any of it because I forgot to turn on the food cam. I guess you guys aren't really here for the pie. Are you here for the Lego? Because we're going to do some Lego. I'm going to set a timer for an hour. In fact, you know what? I'm going to set a timer for an hour, but then we're going to go to a break because I don't want to start this and then take a break. So here's how this is going to work. Those of you who are subscribed to this channel, I will put something amusing on the screen for you to watch in lieu of me whining about baseball and Legos. And then for you who are not subscribed, you'll see 3 minutes of ads. This keeps the channel pre-roll free. It helps me out a little. Twitch is going to show ads to people regardless, so I feel like we're better off showing them manually at a time when nobody's going to miss anything than when all y'all are listening to me rattle on about whatever I'm rattling on about. So we're going to take a quick little break. I'm going to probably talk to Grog because he just came back from walking Chester. and then we'll see you back here in just a few. Yum. This sounds delicious. Gareki says, I have been very good today, Leah. Yes, Gareki, you have been a very good girl. You didn't quite pin that reference down?
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen!
500 puns, babies. It's a pun party. A pun tea. And with my full chest, not thinking, blurted out to them, "Oh, that dildo." Person to send me more condiment packets is getting banned. Do not do it. Do you see my face? My face is utterly serious. No more condiment packets. There. That was very funny. Sarah's pencil is out of lead. So it's a normal day. It's a normal day. Thank you, Sarah. Speaking of which, Sarah, are you around this weekend? This is like really thick. Look at this cake batter. It's like really thick. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. Because I forgot to preheat the oven. Because that's how we are today. Oh shit. Look! It didn't budge! It didn't even budge! I was like thinking it was gonna be all over the floor. It didn't budge! I literally dropped the whole thing upside down and the batter didn't fall out. Oh my goodness. Amazing. How? So Nether says, you know what happens when in Clue or Cluedo, depending on territory, you've correctly proved that it's not the yellow character? I don't know, Nether.
They got the mustard.
Nether, you're a genius. That was so good. That was so good. I should just end stream now. Nothing I say is going to be better than that. All right, I'm going to set this aside. Because I forgot to preheat the oven. Because that's how we are today. Oh, shit. Look! It didn't budge! It didn't even budge! I was like thinking it was going to be all over the floor. It didn't budge! Hi, guys. We saw that one already. I really have to fix that. That's a thing we have to do. Give me a second while I switch over some mic stuff so that you guys can hear Grog. So hopefully that will work because Grog's gonna make us a mocktail. Hi, hello. Okay. Legos and pie. Lassie's here for the Leah. Brigitte's here for the ass. Hell. Data Wizard. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. You guys, Data Wizard is a really good Fall Guys player and playing Fall Guys in their Discord tonight. And I even though I'm terrible at it, I'm tempted. I kind of want to play. Anyway, I am turning things over to husband, moderator, bartender extraordinaire, Ragnar Gourmand, who is going to make us a little non-alcoholic cocktail because it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is too early for me to start drinking. So hopefully you enjoy this, and I will see you guys in a minute.
Well, good evening, everyone. Leah has basically already stolen my thunder with my usual introduction, but hello, hi. Happy choose your holiday or no holiday as you may choose. This afternoon, we are indeed, as Leah said, going to make a mocktail. Now, Leah actually sent me the recipe for this mocktail while I was at work this afternoon. And I took one look at it and I thought, this looks very interesting. I would like to try it. So I grabbed all the ingredients on the way home and we are indeed going to give it a try. The drink is called the Merry Cherry Lime Ginger Beer. And let us get started. All right, go through the ingredients one at a time. We will start with a 1/2 ounce per glass of freshly squeezed lime juice. Okay. Yes, Brigitte, ginger beer. YMCA, yearly month of consensual altruism. Another one I stole. Yeah, that sounds quite appropriate. I like that. And another ginger beer fan. Excellent. I'm actually quite the fan of ginger beer myself. And actually, my favorite ginger beer is Bundaberg, hashtag not sponsored, an Australian brand of ginger beer. And again, it's my favorite. So, we will start off with a 1/2 ounce of lime juice per, followed up by 1 ounce of maraschino cherry juice, which we are going to cheat and get right out of the maraschino jar. So, alright, and add the ginger beer. It says 6 ounces each. So, alright, 1, oh, that was almost it. Disaster. 2, 3, 4, 5. I knew this was going to happen. 5, 6, 6. All right. Next up will be some garnish. In this case, the recipe calls for lime wedges, like so. Plenty of ice. The great thing about Bundaberg is that it holds its fizz very well. And then I might have to put together the Legos. You realize it has been many decades since I have assembled Legos. I would no longer consider myself an expert in this. And a couple of maraschino cherries. And last but not least, some sprigs of mint. There we go. Excellent. All right. Oh, hello, Kamesy. How are you? All right. We have here the Mary Cherry Lime Ginger Beer. And as I'm the one who assembled it, I will take the risk of taking the first sip. Here we go. This reminds me of a variation on the old American mocktail, the Shirley Temple. Yes, very Shirley Temple-like. I may add just a little bit more ginger beer to spruce it up. Yeah, that definitely made a difference. Deliver this to Leah and get her take on it.
I mean, I think it's a solid drink as is.
Cool. All right. Leah approves. Job done. Wonder what else we have in this stash to perk it up. Well, there's always Old Reliable, but that might be a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think we need tiki bears. I was just more thinking about those syrups that we have stashed away.
I think it's pretty sweet enough, don't you think?
Oh, that's true.
Now I gotta admit, Bundaberg is kind of a mild version of ginger beer. I wonder if a stronger version of ginger beer might not be called for in this circumstance. Maybe not this time around, but the next time. Because Leah is right. This is definitely a solid recipe. Finish up the lime juice here. Hi. Sorry, I'm trying to leave you a little bit less of a mess than what you left me.
What? I didn't leave you a mess.
Well, I meant... No. What I meant to say was you did not leave me a mess. I do not want to leave you a mess. I'm sorry, I got my language mixed up. Oops.
By the way, Firebot has a reminder for all of you. If you do not have a person delivering you delicious non-alcoholic cocktails, you might consider acquiring your own hydrating beverage, water or something else, if something else sounds better to you, or if you have meds to take, then potentially taking your meds if you forgot, or if you need a little stretch break. Couldn't we all use a little stretch break, honestly? Or if you have laundry to switch, that's another potential option for all of you to do. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Grog. Right, so today, if you missed it, we are making a cherry pie. However, the pie crust needs to chill for an hour, and I don't have any other plans because we have leftovers for dinner. So, some random geek says I got my Mountain Dew, or as I call it, the urine of the gods. Great, perfect. I'm glad that you have a hydrating beverage. So we're going to, because I have nothing better to do, put together this Lego bus that I bought because I'm an adult, and if I want a bus, I can just buy a bus. I'm trying to open this without tearing the package. Is that like a thing that we can do? There we go. Because what if at some point I want to put it back in the box? Here we go. This is the first time. Oh, stickers. Normally I like stickers, but. Right. So here's what we're building. This here. I'm gonna put it here so you guys can see. Oh, thank you. Yes, I switched mics. Thank you. I forgot. It's too hard to de-wire myself and give Grog the wireless mic, and so this is better. Thank you, I appreciate that. So Night Captain Andrew says the 4 food groups are caffeine, sugar, salt, and fat, and all 4 can be found in one Mountain Dew. How is the Grog is asking the question that occurred to me. How is there fat in Mountain Dew? But apparently we don't want to know the answer to that, so that's fine. Okay, so let's get our instruction booklet here. We might actually also have to get our glasses, depending on how complicated this is. They're suggesting that we divide these things by color, which I'm probably not going to do. All right, so 1. Then do we use this bag or this bag? And does it matter? I think we use this bag. Or maybe it's both bags. I think it must be both bags because I can see one piece here and one piece there. You know, I've only done one of these and so I'm not tremendous at figuring out how it all works. Okay. So we're going to get this little gray piece and we're going to get this little red piece. The colored dye is vegetable oil. I see. Some random geek says there isn't, at least if I believe the nutritional facts on the label. What? We have some conflicting information here. I'm not sure which is right. All right, so this gray piece goes here, and this red piece goes here. This doesn't look very difficult thus far. We had some moments of consternation with our seahorse. So hopefully there are fewer moments of consternation this time. And then this one And then we need a gray piece out of here. And then another red piece. Another flat red piece. Here. Oh, I'm still in food and drink. We should probably change the category. There's no category for making Legos, so I'm just gonna put us in just chatting for now. Okay. Hi, Jim. Jim Bitty Bim Bim. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, London. You know, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad fur food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins. London. I'm making a bus. Bus. A London bus, specifically. Yeah, I've done makers and crafting before, but this way if I forget to change it back when we go back into making pie, then I don't have to, like, worry about changing the category. It's all about efficiency today. Yes, Mountain Dew and nutritional in the same set. Look, it's got calories in it, so it's nutrition. Okay, Grog's ingredients: carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, concentrated orange juice, citric acid, natural flavor, sodium benzoate, preserves freshness, caffeine, sodium citrate, erythrobic acid, which also preserves freshness. How fresh does this have to be anyway? Gum arabic, calcium disodium EDTA to protect flavor, brominated vegetable oil, yellow number 5. It's got bromated vegetable oil. It's contaminated with bros. Mountain Dew is definitely sometimes could consider to be contaminated with bros. It's the thing that makes Mountain Dew illegal to sell in the EU. Is that true? Is Mountain Dew illegal to sell in the EU? No way. Okay, Grox's brominated vegetable oil is a complex mixture of plant-derived triglycerides that have been modified by atoms of the element bromine bonded to the fat molecules. Brominated vegetable oil is used to help emulsify citrus-flavored soft drinks, preventing them from separating during distribution. Brominated vegetable oil has been used by the soft drink industry since 1931, generally at a level of about 8 parts per million. Forbidden soda. Yes, exactly. At least the US recipe can't be sold in the EU. Fascinating tidbits, y'all. Captain Andrew says bromine is similar to chlorine. We use it to add to water in our freshwater making process while on board naval ships. So all kinds of interesting information. So they have to make a different kind of, so you have to have a different kind of stuff in the EU, huh? I think I need to pour out this little bag now. There's so many little tiny pieces. I guess that's what I signed up for, though. I mean, it is Lego after all. All right, so we're going to put this one in the front. And then we're going to put this one here. So many little tiny pieces. And this one here. And then we need a 4 one here. Yeah. This has little space for headlights. Wait, can you see that? Space for headlights or whatever it is, some kind of lights. And then I need a little gray cap. Little gray cap is gonna go right here. Okay, and then we have these that are like wheel things, and then more wheel things. Dato, it says I'm not going to let some fancy content prevent me from slow brain damage. All right, some random geeks is duly noted. If I travel to the EU, I'll smuggle my Mountain Dew with me. I can neither endorse nor encourage this. Grog says the more I find out about Mountain Dew, the less I want to drink it. Oh, fancy continent, which may be the brain damage. No, you're fine. All right, so Jibbity Bim Bim says in the European Union, BVO is banned from use as a food additive. It was originally banned in the UK and several other European countries in 1970, and any BVO containing products that may slip through the regulations are pulled from shelves upon discovery. In the EU, beverage companies commonly use glycerol ester of wood rosin or locust bean gum as an alternative to BVO. Is it really that dangerous? What's dangerous about it? Data wish I just gone to lurk. Thank you so much for popping in. It's really good to see you. And some random geek just finished the Mountain Dew. Grog put himself in lurk mode in Fork Knife Lego. Yeah, suck up all that free XP. Fork Knife Lego is very fun. I agree. I have to say, I think once I maxed out all of the villages, like all of the level 10 villages in each biome, I feel like I kind of want to, like, I feel like I'm at a break point. Like, I feel like until they introduce more content or quality of life changes or things, which are supposedly coming fairly soon, I would assume after their break. Epic's on a holiday break right now. That I'm sure I'll go back as they add new stuff, I assume. Okay, so Brigitte says, I mean, like I said, bromine used to be prescribed for its effects on the human body. If you drink enough, you get bromism. I see. Okay, got it. Well, we definitely don't want bromism. Grog says there are reports of adverse effects associated with excessive consumption of BVO containing products. One case reported that a man who consumed 2 to 4 liters of soda containing BVO on a daily basis experienced memory loss, tremors, fatigue, a loss of muscle coordination, headache, and ptosis of the right eyelid, as well as elevated serum chloride. In the 2 months it took to correctly diagnose the problem, the patient lost the ability to walk. Holy hell. Jim says bromism, this is not a joke, it's actually a thing. It's a real thing. Bromism was once a very common disorder, being responsible for 5 to 10% of psychiatric hospital admissions, but is now uncommon since bromide was withdrawn from clinical use in many countries and was severely restricted in others. We're just going to read Wikipedia entries today. Okay. Bromism is the syndrome which results from the long-term consumption of bromine, usually through bromine-based sedatives such as potassium bromide and lithium bromide. Bromism was once a very common disorder, being responsible for 5 to 10% of psychiatric hospital admissions, but is now uncommon since, here we go, we already read that part. There we go. But like that doesn't, but sounds like that has to do with it being prescribed as a medication, not like as its use in like soft drinks. Redeems read more wiki articles. Do we know somebody who has a Redeem Wikipedia articles? Because that actually is pretty funny. I just tend to read them whenever somebody posts them in the chat. I can't promise you I'll read every Wikipedia entry, but if it is relevant to the conversation, then I'm willing to read Wikipedia entries. All right. Then we have this black one here. And this red one here. I think it's these 2 red ones, actually. Yeah, this one and this one. Percy says I'd rather play it on the safe side, though. Okay, that's fair. Kamesy says, science. Bromine is wildly scary to consume. U.S. foods. Mass production of bromine blast. Yes. Just change their soda recipe. You could just change the soda recipe. Grog has decided to troll Jimbity Bim Bim by making me read the Isle of Man, also things in Gaelic that I'm not going to say, is a self-governing British Crown dependency in the Irish Sea between Great Britain and Ireland. As head of state, Charles III holds the title Lord of Man and is represented by a lieutenant governor. The government of the United Kingdom is responsible for the Isle's military defense and represents it abroad. Jimbity Bim Bim redeemed it. That's fair. So if anybody wants to redeem, you know what? That is actually a very good redemption. Should we do that? Should we just, Grog picks you a random Wikipedia entry. It can be like Grog with Grog, except it's Grog's Wikipedia. It's Grogopedia. There we go. Brigitte says, wait, I can just copy wiki snippets in here for reading. Sweet. No, Grog can copy Wikipedia entries for reading. I'm gonna ignore anyone else. Now that it's a redemption. So Sun Random Geek says, I guess if I just drink one soda every so often and not multi every day, I used to be fine. I'll just drink my G Fuel and Gamer Subs. There you go. No. Growlage with grog? No. No. All right, now I need a little tiny 2-prong one. And that's gonna go here. And then we have the front bumper or back bumper or whatever, and that's gonna go there. And then we're gonna get another 2-1, but this one's a tall one. And it goes here. And then we have a little short one, a little corner one, and a little long one. Do I have to like count the number of dots on this thing? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's one of these. So this goes here. And this goes here. And then this one goes here. And this one goes here. Okay. I'm not reading that, Brigitte. You can redeem it like everyone else. Arcadia says they're also good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you... Yes. Gosh, you guys. All right. So, this goes here. Oh my gosh, look, it's the little windscreen. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. And then a 3. Is there 3s? Yeah, here's a 3 one. And then another. Oh, windows. Oh, they're so cute. Your little windows. Wait, so this one, then that one. Then I need one more red one. And then one more clear one. They're little windows. They're so cute. Can you see how they're little windows? Like, it's like upside down. Here, wait, maybe this is better. They're like little windows. They're adorable. Okay, so then we're gonna do this one and this one. Yep. And then I need one here and a flat one. I think all the flat ones are over here. This one. Page 10. All right, so Brigitte is redeeming Grogopedia, and Grog has selected for Brigitte. Wales is a country that is part of the United Kingdom. It is bordered by England to the south, the Irish Sea to the north and west, the Celtic Sea to the southwest, and the Bristol Channel to the south. As of the 2021 census, it had a population of 3,107,494. It has a total area of 21,208 square kilometers and over 1,680 miles of coastline. It is largely mountainous, with its higher peaks in the north and central areas, including Snowdon. I guess I do have to actually, like, put together an official redemption for this. What should, how many channel points should Grogopedia cost? You don't get to, keep in mind, you don't get to choose your own Wikipedia entry. Grog will choose one for you. Grog says 1,000. We have one bid at 1,000. Does anyone want to object or affirm Grog's assertion that it ought to be 1,000. Another little corner piece. Oh, this is genius. I love that it like creates a more structurally sound environment for the little Lego pieces. That it goes at an angle so that it like, if you drop it, the entire side doesn't crack off or something. It's just very smart. They know their business, these Lego people. All right, so Some Random Geek says I can easily afford 1,000 channel points. So Some Random Geek has no objection to this. Going once, going twice. Page 12. And then this one goes in the front. And then we have these ones that go on the sides. Ah! And then I have a little... This one goes here. And then little flat ones go here. And here. I don't like that these go on a little bit crooked. Oh well. Oh gosh, and now we're actually constructing headlights. All right, so we put a little square one and a little round one together. And then we put another little square one and another little round one. Where's the little round one? So the little round one goes here. And the little square one goes here. Okay. And then this goes here. Do they have Legos that actually light up? You know, I went to the Lego store. You would think I would be able to answer this question myself, but I cannot. It's a little grill. Little grill on the front of the bus. All right. And then we're going to do this and this and this. And then we have our two white pieces. And this white piece. And then more red pieces. And then another black piece goes here. Brigitte says, get more with Super Duolingo, blah, blah. What does that have to do with light up Legos, Brigitte? Shark Santos, good to see you. How are things? Are you done with work for some period of time? I hope you actually get to take some time off. Wouldn't that be exciting? And then a little 4-piece and a little 4-piece. And this long piece and this long piece. Those long pieces don't snap into place very well. Yeah, no, yo, Lego, new job. Wait, new job? I didn't know you had a new job. I've been super out of touch. I'm sorry. Is it exciting? But if it goes, but it goes well if a bit busy getting feet under me. Yeah. Of course it is. The new job is always like that. Are you doing something similar? Did you start with a new company? This is so exciting. I had no idea. As I said, I've been, it's been a whole month. But yeah, it's good to see you. New company, code is code. All right, cool. Minnie Des says hi. Hi, Minnie Des. Look. Minnie Des, look, I'm building a Lego bus. See? Is this a bus? Yes, so we're building a bus while we wait for our pie dough to chill, which has another 20 minutes. I don't think this bus is going to take us another 20 minutes, but that's okay. Old company fucked with benefits, so a number of us told them to get bent. Logical. And I'm glad you could and did. You don't drop 401k matching by 4.5%. No, you do not. That is a huge change. Arcadia says, congrats on the new job. I started a new one in early November. If you're still employed, nobody's dead. You've nailed your first week. Excellent. It sounds like Xantos is still employed. We'll wait to determine whether anyone's dead, but I feel like, probably not. I feel like that probably would have been the first thing that he would have said if somebody was dead. I think. Right, little square ones with raisedy uppy bits. Presumably all these Lego things have technical terms. I don't know what they are. And then little square ones that are taller. Oopsie. Oopsie. And then raisedy uppy ones that are red. And then the next page. Xantos is basically a 4.5% pay cut. Yeah, no, software devs in this market, not going to take that. No. Especially not here. Like, especially not if you're willing to go into the office. Like, no. So I promptly went out and found a new job with the same benefits, but a 10% bump in take home. Yeah, so basically all that told them was, hey, your high performers are going to go look for someone who's willing to pay them, and they will find it. And you'll be stuck with everyone else. Good job. Smart move. Way to go. Hi, thank you for the follow. I'm building a bus. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, right. So we've got 2 here. And then the red one goes here. And then 2 more of these clear ones. And then 2 more of the red ones. Oops. Red one. And a red one. It was like there was a company, I can't remember if it was Wizards or if it was somebody else, that was like over the course of the next like 6 months or something is looking to shrink their, like, gonna do layoffs like over a certain period of time. And I'm like, so basically what you're telling people is like, if they can go find a new job, they should go find a new job. Like, and the people who are going to find a new job fastest are the people who are your most competent people. So you basically just gave everyone advance warning of their being like potentially let go. And so without telling them who, the whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how is that a smart management decision? Whatever. Maybe that's why I don't run a company. Okay, so I need 2 more little tiny ones to go here and here. The old place is bleeding out top down. Of course they are. This is not a smart decision. It's not a smart management decision. None of it's smart. I mean, I guess people are responding to whatever realities they're responding to, but like, honestly, there's got to be a better way. Okay, and now we have little roundy ones. Little roundy ones go this way. And this way. And then a little ramp thing goes here. And then little small 2 things. And little big these things. Is it here? Yeah. It's here and here. Speaking of bad at my job. Oops. Right, hold on a second while I get this organized. It's a little bit hard because it's kind of unstable on the bottom. Because it doesn't have the wheels on it yet, but I would imagine it might actually be even less stable if it had the wheels on it. No, I didn't do that right. I need a brick separator! Oh my goodness! How did this become my life? How is my existence such that I need a brick separator? Ow. I'm gonna cause myself a Lego injury. Okay. Yeah, nobody was surprised. Yeah. Grox is the old non sequitur cartoon. Okay, Arcadian Eon has redeemed Treat Leah, and Brigitte does not want me to snack on the Lego bricks. I don't know what I want for snack. What should I have for snack? But thank you for remembering that I should eat something. I actually had lunch. What should I have for snack? Oh, I know. I have up here. Wait. I have these. I have deluxe mixed nuts from Wegmans. I'm gonna have a handful of those. Because apparently I don't get enough protein in my diet. These are mostly fat. I don't care. Oops. I just lost a cashew somewhere. It's a good thing Chester's not allowed in here. But thank you for the snack redemption. All right. Now I need this one in the front. Oops. Like that. And I need another little rampy thing here. So I maybe should have put the rampy thing on first, but there we go. Oh, I didn't get that appropriately snapped in, actually, as it turns out. Either one of them. Oh dear. There we go. Cool. Now, 5 of these. It's the roof of the bus! Cool. Can put little people in there. Wait, can we put little people in there? Do I have little people? I have the Swedish Chef. Can I put the Swedish Chef in the bus? No, I can't. These little people don't fit in this bus. Do they make extra little people? Like super small minifigs? Miniature minifigs to fit in this bus? I'm not going to try to say that. This bus is too small for people. Some 3/4 height ones for Yodas and Hobbits. Oh my gosh. That's great. All right. Stickers. I'm going to wash my hands. Give me a second. The thing that I don't like about stickers is that sometimes stickers don't stick right. But I maximize my chances of stickers sticking right if my hands are clean. So we have a 211B on the front, right above the beige line. And then we have now's the time to visit. Right here. We are now going to attempt to center appropriately on the bus. Next, we're going to stick this white piece and these little red headlight pieces. What a great Lego kit. You like it? Greg says, too bad it's not 221B. That would be the Baker Street line. Yes. Greg, he says, can confirm it's lovely in London right now. Nice and cold. Who wants cold? I didn't know you were in London. I knew you were in the UK, but I didn't know you were in London. Neat. All right, so now we put 211B on the back. Also, you guys, we get to do this again. Because on Tuesday, I don't know if not everyone was here on Tuesday, but if you were here on Tuesday, you know that my friend Katie Seabells got me a dinosaur Lego set. And so we'll probably do Legos again sometime soon as that gets here. It has been shipped via Throne, which is a pretty fun thing. Can confirm Throne is amusing.
You're hot, Cupcake.
Because then people can... Thank you, Alice. Because then people can send you dinosaurs, even if they don't have your address. So now we have the brick separator. It looks like it's supposed to be a movie. I think it's actually really funny that I said that I needed a brick separator. And then there's literally a brick separator sticker for this bus. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Dr. Andy 23 has a video, has like a super ASMR, like instructional Lego video about somebody using a brick separator to like take a bunch of bricks off one of those big brick pads, like to do a lot of bricks at a time. And it's very like I can't make the noise. It makes the noise of like a million Legos flying in every direction. But it's a good video. Right, so there's the stickers. And now we have wheels and wheels. So I guess we put the thing in the thing. And then we put the thing on the thing. The little wheels turn! The wheels, they turn! Why do I have extra pieces? Did I miss something? Oh well, that's okay. We'll figure it out in a second. Yay for Dino Legos. Yeah, I'm very excited for the Dino Legos. It's gonna be cool. It'll be really fun. I think it's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then here is this, the last piece. There's our little bus. And it's definitely not missing any pieces, so why do I have extras? Is it because they're little tiny pieces and they think you might lose some? Help! Why do I have 5 pieces left? They often do that for some of the little fussy pieces. Okay, got it. Cool. All right, well, let's get a snack bag. One of these little tiny sandwich bags. And put the extra little pieces in little tiny sandwich bag. And put it with its instruction kit and the sticker thing back in the box. Okay, so all of the kits have some extra. Okay, now I feel a little bit better than that. Yes, the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. I did not imagine. No, you guys, I just didn't imagine. Like, I knew that it's a bus, but I didn't imagine that it would actually go. Like, I didn't know that the wheels would actually turn. I'm just way more tickled by this than I was expecting to be. It's so cute! Okay, wait, hold on a second. Let's move this over here. Let's move the jalapenos, too, because those don't need to be up there. I'll just put them over there for right now. You can put the bus up here where you guys can see it. Kind of see it. Serotonin today. I don't. Yeah. I mean, can you hear it? I just didn't imagine that it would actually like roll. I just thought it would be like stationary. Wait. You guys. Okay. Wait. Right. So, okay. There's another London thing. There's a London thing that's like a Lego architecture thing, and it's only like $40, and I almost bought it. And had they had it at Target when I was there the other day, I might have bought it, but they didn't have it. Of like the London skyline of like Big Ben, which I realize is not the tower, it's the bell, but we're not going to be technical here. And then the London Eye, so the Ferris wheel thingy, and then some other stuff, and I can't remember what it is. The one thing, I don't know if it's scaled to match my bus. It seems like it's going to be like smaller scale-wise than the bus. But you know how you can solve that problem? By putting the bus behind it. You can fix the scale using perspective. But do you think the Ferris wheel turns? Xanto says we have a Lego store in the mall now. Not sure if that's there or not, but Corey could probably check. So here's the thing. So that's where this came from. That's where the bus came from. I went to the Lego store in the mall to try to get pieces for my Fortnite llama, my Lego Fortnite llama, and they didn't have them. They didn't have the right pieces. And so I have to order them online, but that means I have to put all the fussy little numbers into a website and order the proper pieces for all of the fussy little numbered pieces, which is fine, but I haven't done it yet. And when I went and I got the bus, the guy mentioned the skyline thing, and he was like, but we don't have it. And I was like, oh, okay. So I looked it up online, and Target had it that day, but at my Target, they didn't have it today. So, or yesterday, whenever it was that I was in Target. I guess it was yesterday. So they sold out of them, which is fine. I mean, I'm sure I can order it online. It's not that big of a deal, but I just haven't done it. But maybe now I will, because now that I know that the bus turns, if the Ferris wheel turns, if the London Eye turns, I definitely want it. Arcadia says I still haven't been to Legoland. I'll probably wait until my nieces are old enough to really enjoy it, and then see if my sister wants me to take them. Okay, so adverts in 2 minutes. Okay, let me check. Oh yeah, okay. We're still good. The tower is called Big Ben's Monster. Yes. So I wasn't into Lego when we lived in London, and so I didn't go to the big Lego store. It's like, I don't know how to explain where it is, but it's like I, w- my I don't actually know. So I have a vision of how London is in my head, right? But the thing about it is that it's all oriented according to like where we lived in Marylebone. Um, and anything above the river is north and anything below the river is south, but I'm not sure if that's actually like cardinal direction wise actually correct. And so and so when I think about where the Lego store in London is, I think of it as being south of Trafalgar Square, but that's probably wrong. Anything below the river is wet. And with that, we're going to take another quick little break. When we come back, we're going to roll out some pie crust dough and we're going to put a pie in the oven. Um, and and so hang in there for 3 minutes by watching some ads if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, you're going to see something else, but you're not going to see me, not for a little bit. And when I come back, we won't have advertisements again for another hour for anyone. So thank you for your generous contribution to keeping this stream pre-roll ad free. I will be right back. Hi, I'm back. Hello. Also, hi Vix. I said hi in chat, but hi. I have my, this is actually up a little bit high. I tied this in the thing in the front today, and it's like messing with the, anyway, whatever. Hi. How are you? It's good to see you. Okay, so, all right, so Brigitte is bragging about sniping. Yes, Brigitte has been doing very well with the sniping. We are all very proud of her. Brigitte has clips. I've seen some of these clips. They're good. Yeah. See, so Vix also wants to see. Yeah, we've been using Post Party. It's fun. It works well for little snippy snips. Right. So, I did some poking around on the internet while I was waiting for ads to run their course. And one of the things that I found, is that, America's Test Kitchen has stupid ideas about how to bake pie. And I'm not going to do that. Because I'm a little bit concerned, I have a glass pie pan. So this is a vintage glass pie pan. It's borosilicate glass. It's actually Pyrex. It's got, you guys can't see that. It's got all caps Pyrex. And I happen to know that this one with the little scallops on the edge is vintage anyway. They just didn't stopped making them after a while. But I still don't want to put it on a 500-degree sheet tray. I'm just concerned that it's not going to take well to that. And so I'm not going to use the America's Test Kitchen recipe for how to bake this pie, which means that I need to find another recipe for pie. So I'm going to do a very quick. I know I found one earlier that I liked. That I was looking at earlier. Oh my gosh, all y'all are ridiculous. Using canned cherries. I'm not using canned cherry, I'm using literally cherry pie filling. I just need an oven temperature, people. This is not that complicated. Using canned cherries. Blah, blah, blah. 400 degrees. Okay. That seems to make sense to me. Hi. Okay, so we're going to roll out these pie crusts. And depending on, what time is it anyway? 4 o'clock. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. So I think what I might do is I might see if we can do something cute for the top. Give me just a second to pull out some cookie cutters. This is about to sound alarming, but I promise that nothing's gonna break. I told you it would sound alarming. This is my box full of cookie cutters. Because this is a Christmas cherry pie. Guys, I have so many friggin' cookie cutters. Like, does anybody need to make cow cookies? Because I've got a cutter for that. How about snail cookies? Does anybody need me to make snail cookies? Because I've got a cutter for that. The little hearts are cute. I might use those. Tiny hearts. Tiny scalloped hearts. Tiny angels. Tiny dog bones. Dinosaurs. I have dinosaurs. Teddy bears. I really thought I had... Aha! I do! Candy canes. Christmas trees, little tiny gingerbread men, or women, you know, maybe they wear pants, that's cool too. Okay, so, y'all, here, this is what we've got. We've got various different kinds of hearts. We've got a holly leaf. We've got a little tiny candy cane. We've got a little tiny Christmas tree, a little tiny angel. We've got a little tiny gingerbread man. I propose to make some decorations for the top of this pie. I think that's going to be the plan. Vic says, I'm sure it's not, but that looks like a pot leaf cutter. Would love that to be true. Presumably, yes, some of them, you know what? I would bet you that the place that I get my cookie cutters, which is, a very cool place, probably has pot leaf cookie cutters. I think you probably mean this one though. And it's an octopus. The only thing I've done with this one though, is I used it to make tentacled gingerbread men. So I used the gingerbread guy, the gingerbread cookie cutter, probably this one. It might've been a bigger one, but a gingerbread cookie cutter, and then used this to put tentacles on him. See? So like you just cut the thing and then you cut the tentacles off and then you stick it together to make a tentacled gingerbread man. Yeah. So that's, you know, that's why I have those. The cow though, I have no explanation for the cow. Why does anyone need a cow? I don't know. Yeah, so it makes sense because yeah, I had to make tentacled gingerbread men for my review of of an erotic romance novel wherein the hero smells like gingerbread and has tentacles. And his stuff tastes like cookie icing. It's another lifetime, all right? It's just another lifetime. Okay, so which one should I do? I kind of like the idea of the holly leaves because like I feel like that'll look cute, kind of like you could do like a little bit of like little decoration like that, like around the edge, even around the whole edge maybe, or just do like two little holly leaves in the middle. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But regardless, so that will work. That will be good. All right. So let's just work one of these at a time. We're going to roll this out. It's a 9-inch pie plan. So we want to roll it out to 12 inches, which is here and here. I think that's about right. And then I probably should not have put the top on. Oops. Just got flour all over my computer. I should probably move this a little bit. So we don't mind these pieces of unincorporated butter in the dough. We like those because they're going to make our nice flaky layers. There. Just going to roll this out to be 12 inches, roughly. Ideally relatively circular. I have to move this. That's why I don't really use this thing on a regular basis, because it kind of gets in the way. We'll move our cherry pie filling. Oop. So we have a little bit to go here. And I am going to spray the pie plate with cooking spray, just to be sure. So Vix, how are the kids enjoying the toys or their gifts? I don't know what that is. Carefully fold that in quarters. Throw that in the pan. Don't want to stretch this too much. You just want to fit it into the pie plate. Make sure it's patted into the edges and the side. Perfection. And then open these up. They couldn't be happier as they still have relatives giving them gifts closer to Christmas. That's fantastic. I think y'all are geniuses. So they still get to open stuff on Christmas, but they get to play with all their stuff while they're off. I love it. I think that's super smart. I hope you keep the tradition because I think that's genius. At least until they're a little older. Now this needs 2 cans of cherry pie filling. Ordinarily, I might do something like drive to the Mennonite store in the middle of Central Virginia and find the fancy cherry pie filling and get that. Home canned cherry pie delicious goodness. But I have to say, I think Grog kind of hit on something pretty good here with this brand of no high fructose corn syrup cherry pie filling. So I feel a little bit less guilty than I might ordinarily from not making this from scratch. Or even from frozen cherries or anything. Sometimes this time of year, it's just better if it's easier. And it will still taste delicious. There. Looks amazing. Tastes amazing. I love it. All right. Now. Brigitte says it's nice to have something to open on the day. That's true. Which is why... Well, we can talk about this after Christmas, but I finished wrapping presents today. That was one of the things that I got done today before stream. I went to bar, I came back, I wrapped all of Grog's gifts, and then we'll talk about what those were after Christmas, because I don't want to. He's here, and so I don't want to ruin the surprise. But let me put it this way. Not all of Grog's gifts are things that one would customarily wrap. But I put them in a box anyway. Hashtag no spoilers. Precisely. The good thing is, though, that he could basically shake any of his presents and he would have absolutely no idea what was inside. Well, one of them he might be able to guess. But only the general category of thing. I haven't even looked under the tree. I don't even know what's there. Right, this top one is a little bit more important to be, like, a little bit bigger. Okay. So, now, here's what we're going to do. I think, well, first of all, let me get a sharp knife. Let me wash a sharp knife. Fixes, I used to put all presents in a bigger box with some rubble in it. Was so funny trying to watch people guess. I think that's great. That is very funny. And I am not at all surprised to hear that that's a thing that you did. I'm just gonna, like, cut off some little bits here. Roll that one out just a little bit more. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do 2 little holly leaves like that. We're just going to fold this up. Oh dear. Okay. I might need an offset spatula. I don't think I put enough flour down. Okay. And then we're just going to take this. Plop that over the top. Like so. Going to crimp these down so that we get good seal here. Oops. I'm going to cut the edges off. When I worked at the bakery, we had a dough sheeter that literally like cut this all in exactly the right dimensions for every pie. Let me just patch that real quick. All right. Just gonna crimp the edges again. And then we're just gonna put these like that. Score them. Sorry, give me a second here. And then we're going to use some of these little scraps of dough to cut out a few more little holly leaves. If I were feeling really fancy, you can actually color these dough scraps with food coloring and make them all different colors. Make them red and green and stuff. But I'm not feeling that fancy today. Okay. Then we're just going to score these again. This is just for looks. This doesn't have anything to do with function. Okay. Oh. Right. And then I forgot that this has a little handle, so just cut that like so. Cut that like so. And then we're going to, preferably artfully, but potentially just realistically. How artful are we? I don't know. That's cute. Okay. Now, I need an egg wash, which means I need an egg and about a tablespoon of water. I'm using half the egg to get my tablespoon, by the way, because it's close enough. And then a little whiskey whisk. And of course, if you're vegan, obviously you're not making an all butter pie crust. But if you're vegan or dealing with somebody who can't have eggs, you can also use some kind of plant-based milk to do this. This is just to make it brown. There. So, now we're just going to give this a little bit of a brushy brush. We might actually brushy brush. Yeah, I am. I'm going to brushy brush these, and then I'm going to use the egg wash to stick them down. So all of that careful placement, we're just going to have to do all that again, which is fine. And the hole in the center is obviously just to keep the pie from exploding, like the crust from cracking. when the filling heats up. I think that turned out cuter the second time anyway. A little bit too much there. All right. Perfection. All right, there we go. This is ready to go in the oven just about now. Let me grab a sheet tray. It'll be easier to take in and out with the sheet tray. All right. Oven is preheated. This is probably going to take about an hour, maybe a little longer. And this is what I like to do with the scraps. I'm just gonna throw some sugar down here. And some cinnamons. Brigitte says that's one cute looking pie right there. And Grog says a cutie pie. Precisely, Grog. Oh, actually, you know, I think I actually have actual cinnamon sugar. Like, I got this box from Penzies that was like, it was like $5 or some stupid, ridiculously low amount. With like 3 different kinds of cinnamon in them, and I think one of the things is cinnamon sugar. But whatever, it's fine. We just made our own. Just why I don't buy cinnamon sugar, because you can literally just mix cinnamon and sugar and it's fine. All right. Then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna coat these little scraps in cinnamon sugar. Every time I do this, I have somebody's like, "Oh, my grandmother used to do that." And like, so it's probably like a depression thing or something. I mean, not a depression thing like as in a mental health depression thing. I mean, although it could be that too. No, like a Great Depression US economic hardship thing. But I honestly don't know where I learned it. I read about it on a blog somewhere because I'm not aware of. Well, first of all, my grandmother who baked, my only grandmother who baked really, on the regular, was Italian and didn't really make pies. Like fruit pies like this. Presumably Italians eat pies, but of some sort, but my grandmother didn't make them. And she made biscotti, which was delicious. But so I didn't really have like my more American grandparent was more of a let's go to the bakery and buy a pie kind of person, which is totally fine. She just, and presumably she did bake a bit. She did cook. But she wasn't really a let's bake a pie kind of person. Snow. Hi, Snow. Brigitte's grandmother used to watch soap operas on repeat while heating tinned spaghetti. Hey, that sounds pretty good. soap operas are great. They're very entertaining. I used to like The Young and the Restless. Okay. And then we're just going to throw these onto a tray. And this will be Leah snacks. These are also great if you break them up and put them on ice cream, especially with like heated cinnamon apples or something like that. Cinnamon sugar pie crust trimmings. Not exactly gourmet fare, but I like them. All right. Let me double check and see how long we think this is going to take. It says 40 to 45 minutes. Check after about 20 minutes and place a piece of tin foil. 25 minutes. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just set a timer for 25 minutes. We can check it. Okay. Also, hi, Snow. Shark. It's good to see you. How are things going in Snowland? Vic says, I'm sorry. Back. All of my cats have collectively decided that now is the time for dinner. And when they gang up on you, what are you supposed to do about it? Honestly. It's understandable that you had to skedaddle. Actually, I didn't know you had, but thank you for telling me that you're back. Wait, were they correct? Were the cats correct? I see. I see what you guys are saying. Now I have to figure out how to get the... Look. I have flour all over my keyboard again. It's honestly kind of amazing that this Logitech keyboard, which was kind of the bane of my existence, like, I had to figure out how to get Bluetooth anything to attach to this computer. And it involved 2 different Bluetooth dongles when I first got it, because the one that the computer came with just doesn't fucking work. Anyway, whatever. The Logitech thing works. And what's amazing about it is that it still works after 2 years of basically dropping flour and oil and potatoes and God knows what else on it. Yeah, I guess Logitech wireless keyboard. Do recommend, because you can abuse the hell out of it. So if you're an abuse the hell out of your tech kind of person, there's an endorsement from me. Which Chester is a soap opera too, the old and the sedentary. He's a little old man. Can you blame him? Snow says my cat dropped a live mouse in my bedroom and it ran under my baseboard. Now I have to love the knowledge of there being a mouse in the house. I mean, if I were the mouse, I wouldn't be in the house for very long. I think I would try to get out of the house as soon as possible. So hopefully that helps. Sorry. I'm just cleaning up the mess I made back here. It's only going to take me another second. There. Now I can close the cabinet. Okay. Right. Snow says I set up some humane traps. My room smells of predators, and I don't know if it will come out. That is fair. Oh no. Snow says my room is far from the doors and exits. Oh dear. I have cherries. Are any of these cherry stems long enough for me to tie them in a knot with my tongue? Probably not. This is the longest one and this one's too short. I'm not that talented. Yeah, they need to be like longer stems than that. These are little tiny stems. Not very helpful. Not that I should be doing such party tricks on Twitch anyway. Okay. Vix says I used to be so good at that, then I got older and it wasn't impressive anymore. It's totally impressive. And you shouldn't let other people steal your joy. You've got this. No, I didn't. I threw them out. I have done that on stream before though. And I can confirm that people still do find it fairly impressive, but that might just be because my friends enjoy humoring me. Like did you see the bus? Snow, did you see my bus? I made a bus. I made a double-decker bus out of Legos. I'm very amused by the fact that it rolls. Produces it didn't go down well in my last job interview. What kind of job was it? Snow says I have ability to lick the tip of my nose, and I'm pleased I have that capability. I have the ability to lick the tip of my nose too. So I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna smear my lipstick. Because the only way to do it is to like cover my entire lip with my tongue. But at some point when I'm not wearing bright ass red lipstick, I will touch the tip of my tongue to the tip of my nose for you people, because I can prove to you that I can do it. It's not a skill so much as just a long tongue. I had to teach myself how to do it though. You have to be able to have the flexibility in your tongue and for it to like have the reach to get it. And like there's some training involved. At least there was for me. Giraffe stream. I don't understand. Do giraffes lick the tip of their nose? Chester licks the tip of his nose all the time. Oh, in fact, the other day I got a bagel sandwich at the bagel store. With just plain cream cheese. I just wanted plain cream cheese. And I put a little bit of cream cheese on the top of Chester's nose. And he was like, well, I can't do it because if I do it, I'm going to smear my lipstick. But watching him lick the very like top of his little nose was pretty funny. Apparently giraffes have very long tongues, which everyone knew but me. How about T-Rexes? Did T-Rexes have long tongues? Right. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So like in bar, right? So in bar, we do this thing, and then maybe I can just show you. So we do this thing where you actually have to put your foot like behind you, right? And you bend and you stretch your leg. And it actually, believe it or not, like works like this muscle in the side of your glute. But like, so you just bend it a little bit and then you really stretch it. And as it turns out, like being able to really stretch your leg is like trainable. And thus my assertion is that your tongue is also trainable in that stretchy regard. It's just a muscle, right? Xantos says yes because T-Rexes are just giant Yoshi. You're right. You see, you just feed a T-Rex a melon and it'll jump really high. She just imagined a T-Rex with a long tongue and got a cease and desist notice from Stephen King. I don't get it. Of course I don't get it. I don't get anything. Stephen King and I share a birthday, but that's as far as I've gotten. That's as close as I've gotten to Stephen King. I've never seen a Stephen King movie. I've never read a Stephen King book. It's all too scary for me. Inappropriate for Leah's. Oh, which birthday do you share? My birthday is the 21st of September, Brigitte, as you well know. Stephen King's birthday is also the 21st of September. As the only celebrity that I know off the top of my head that I share a birthday with. I mean, I'm sure I could look it up. There's probably new celebrities that I share a birthday with, but Stephen King's the only one I've heard of. In fact, should we Google that now? Oh, by the way, speaking of birthdays, you guys, if you have not yet ascertained via the redemption of channel points, what Chester Claus, what present Chester Claus is bringing you, you only have, actually, I would say you probably only have about 15 more minutes, because I think I'm probably gonna take a peek at this pie in 15 minutes and show you guys how it's doing. And then I don't think I'm gonna wait another 25 minutes. I don't have anything else to do today. So I'm just gonna do, yeah, I don't have anything else to do today. Okay. All right. So Brigitte would like to know what Chester Claus is bringing. And Des would also like to know what Chester Claus is bringing. Des, what's your birth month? Remind me. I have it in my calendar, but what's Des's birth month? March. Okay. So, Brigitte, Chester Claus is bringing you polyhedral dice. They are not edible. Do not eat them. It says it right here. I'm just reading what it says. So, yeah. So Chester Claus is bringing you polyhedral dice. And then Des, March. We've had this one before. Des. Because guess who you share a birthday with? Chester! Chester's birthday is St. Patrick's Day. So Chester Claus is bringing you a Rubik's Cube and a blindfold. It is your choice how you engage with these objects. All right, Xantos. Xantos, Chester Claus is bringing you in August a multicolored koosh ball. My God, I haven't thought of those things in ages. My brother and I loved those dang things. Did you guys have those? Maybe this is a generational thing. I feel like, so I didn't have like a Neopet or anything like that. I was too old. But like, yeah, Xantos loved the stupid koosh ball. I also loved the stupid koosh ball. We had a bunch of them. We had like little ones and big ones, and we would like throw them to each other and at each other, and we'd throw them at things, and we would like pull it and like try to launch it, and like, I don't know, for something so simple, I recall getting way more enjoyment out of that thing than I would have expected. Jane also loved them. Brigitte had a blue and green one. Xantos had a black and green one. I recollect a pink and purple one, I believe, was the one that I played with the most. And it was relatively large. It was like a softball sized, or like an orange sized one. It was like that. Oh, let me put that over here. It's not the way. Okay, so does anyone else have, because well, you know what I might do, actually, you know what, I'm going to take that back, because technically, like, I mean, even though this isn't necessarily a Christmas thing, it's Chester Claus, right? It's not Santa Claus. It is not necessarily a Christmas thing. We do have the 12 days of Christmas, which are the 12 days following Christmas. So maybe we'll do Chester Claus until Epiphany, until January 6th. How about that? They still make them? No way! Wait, I mean, it's not like the manufacturer is like complicated, right? Hold on, let's see if we can find some. Koosh ball. Oh my God, they heckin' do. And there's knockoff ones now too. I love the rainbow one. Wait, why is Trainer's Warehouse selling a koosh ball? Do these have like a physical therapy purpose? They're like $10. Were they that expensive? I don't remember them being that expensive. Oh, Black, purple, and orange. I definitely had one with the stripe in the middle. The koosh ball is a toy ball made of rubber filament strands radiating from a steel-bound core, patented in 1987 by Scott H. Stillinger. Fascinating. Both official and off-brand. Yes. Okay, so Grog says 21st of September birthdays. Luke Wilson. Okay, so Luke Wilson is 90210? It's like Beverly Hills 90210. Is that who that is? H.G. Wells. Okay, well, H.G. Wells is distinctive, but he's dead. And Frederick III of the Holy Roman Empire, who's way, way, way dead. And a crap ton of cricketers and football players. Football players like soccer or football players like American football? I wouldn't know any of those people. Luke Wilson is in a bunch of films from the aughts. Okay. Belle and myself just same-brained, going after the same six-pack. Thankfully, Belle said something, so we only ordered the one. You ordered a six-pack of koosh balls. I love it. I'm an influencer. Koosh should pay me. Rest of world football. Okay, so you mean soccer. Fair. Okay, you guys. So, instead of getting caught behind another ad break, it's all about the koosh money. Jesus. Instead of getting caught behind another ad break, because we're basically done here and I'm not going to stand here for another 30 minutes while the pie bakes, let's go ahead and get signed off for the evening. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I'm always glad when I come stream, which is saying something, and Brigitte, please remind me of that. Recently I haven't I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't been enjoying much. So the fact that you guys can constantly make me laugh and make each other laugh and provide a little bit of light in I don't know if it's dark for you guys, but it's been a little dark for me. So I appreciate that you guys can provide a little bit of light in the darkness for me and for each other. It's one of the great gifts of this community that I didn't realize was going to be a thing when I started watching people play Stardew Valley on Twitch 3 years ago. It's a lot. So, yeah, you're the fact that you guys like to come here and hang out while I, do silly things like bake pies and make Legos is a constant joy, and I appreciate it. Snows is lovely being able to catch you. Thanks for having us over. You are very welcome. Jane, thank you for giving me a space to lurk today. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yes, you guys are very welcome. Okay. So, I am going to, let's see. Oh, first of all, let's go ahead and do some shout outs. For my lovely moderator team, who is, here somewhere. Grog, it's just pie dishes. That's not too bad, right? And thank you for making me a delicious mocktail. Oh, did you put the ginger cherry limeade or whatever it is? Cherry lime gingerade? I don't know, whatever, in the Discord? Because maybe you'll put that in the Discord, which is here. Yeah, Grog made us a mocktail tonight, and it was actually really good. So you should also make it if you're into that kind of thing. Des Dabbles, who did not stream today, but is currently streaming God of War Ragnarok and Dark Souls 1, I think. And not streaming Monday, but should be back, I assume, on Wednesday of next week at 1 p.m. Eastern Time with one of those things, which have been really fun to watch. And I think you guys would enjoy hanging out there if you enjoy hanging out here, which clearly you do because you're still listening to me. Thank you very much to Byron Mask, who's currently only intermittently streaming, but follow her for a notification when she goes live. And Dr. Andy23, who is going to be streaming tomorrow. Actually, let me pull these out because I don't want them to burn. I'll just show you guys. Delicious! Delicious flaky pie dough things for snack. Dr. Andy is going to be streaming tomorrow. They have their 12-hour talk show on Saturdays from noon until midnight Eastern time. I don't know what's happening over there tomorrow, but it's always a good place to hang out, and also to find some additional light in the darkness. And I even when I don't talk there, lurking is the best. um, hold on, go ahead and do this. And then thank you again to all of you for hanging out with me. It's been fun. Let me go ahead and see if I can figure out who is streaming at the moment. I'm gonna do a heckin' little refresh on this. Cause those were people who were live hours ago and may not still be live. Okay, so actually, the person that I am going to raid, is the person that I was watching all afternoon, who also has a very lovely, welcoming, inclusive community, who is, Daddy Wolf TTV, found you on my recommended page. How's Friday going? Friday is going great. We are getting ready to raid out, though. Look, yeah, you caught the end of stream. I'm sorry, but wait, I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is what we baked. So we're baking a cherry pie. So come on back for lovely, yummy deliciousness at some future date, because I'm sure that, oops. And thank you for the follow. Yeah. So so mostly we do a lot of cooking here on this channel. We also built a Lego bus today. So that was the other thing that we did today. So a little bit of everything. But thank you for hopping in and saying hi, even though we are at the end of stream. Right. So as I was saying, I'm actually going to go ahead and head off to raid my friend Churney Adventures, who is currently doing a subathon and playing, I think that's Valheim. It might not be. What is that? Can somebody wait, hold on. We could do a shout out. Churney has been live all day. And so I'm not entirely sure. They're just chatting. I don't know what this is. But whatever. They're playing some kind of a survival game. Like I said, they have a very lovely, welcoming community. Very good place to hang out. Terrific sound quality for those of you who are like sound engineers. Like just sit there and listen to Churney for a little while. They actually do the thing where they like radio people and actually have their own talking in their ears, which I don't even know how they do it. I can't imagine. But that's probably why they sound so good all of the time. Anyway, fantastic community, fantastic streamer. Hop on over and say hi. Oh, it's Valheim. Okay. Good. So let's go ahead and throw out some raid messages. And maybe copy one of those that is appropriate to your subscription status while I throw out some socials. I am also on Instagram and Threads, and we do have a Discord. I will post pictures of the cherry pie when it is completely baked and out of the oven. So follow me in one of those places and you'll be able to see that. As for when I intend to stream again, I don't know. I don't know yet. If we keep to our regular schedule, it will be Tuesday at 4:00 Eastern time, Thursday at 10:30, and then Friday at 4 next week. I may stream on Monday briefly. It is Christmas, but I have something planned that I might want to do. The question is, will I feel like getting up and putting on all of this or whatever on Christmas Day? So I may go live on Monday, I may not, but otherwise hopefully you'll see me on Tuesday like normal. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a lovely holiday season. If I don't talk to you, oops, hold on. have to make sure I type that correctly. We're starting the raid now. Yeah. So if I don't talk to you and you do celebrate Christmas, have a very Merry Christmas. Have a lovely weekend and lovely week ahead if you do not. And I will see you guys all back here next week. Thanks. Bye, guys.